Okay, this is going to be a uploaded live stream. Usually when I live stream, especially on OBS, I just get rid of it, but this time I'm going to save it because we're going to be discussing a few things about Mortal Kombat 11, obviously. Hold on just 1 second. Okay, so you might have experienced a slight delay. Well, not a delay, but a slight interruption error. What that was, I just fixed the settings on my network, so it shouldn't be like laggy or anything. Like this stream should run smoothly now. Right now I'm just gonna make like a simple text, and I'm just gonna be whatever, like what I talk about for this live stream. I'm just gonna be jotting it down, and you'll be able to see it on the screen in this open box right here. So let me just get to that first. Okay, so first thing I want to discuss. Actually, I don't know if I want to do DLC yet. I'll talk about that like. I mean, we already know what happened. You know, we got the leaks, the law. We got the leaks. I'm gonna put this down below. So this is going to be an extra. But up top right here, I do want to talk about what happened for the stress test, right? So the stress test the stress test slash beta. That's what I meant to say. What else should I put right here? How to I type awful. Okay, so when there's gonna be more stuff that gets brought up, like in the comments, because I know right now there's not gonna be too many people in here yet. I'm gonna have to wait until somebody comes through and then they start asking questions, and once that happens, then I'll actually add, like, you know, another one of these things. But for now, it's just gonna be these three. I might not get to DLC leaks until I feel like talking about it, so that implies the fact that I want to, you know, go through some other things, because we already know what happened with the DLC leaks. If you don't know, then like look it up. It's been on Twitter, it's been everywhere, pretty much everywhere. People have been leaking gameplay as well, but we'll get to that later. So for the stress test slash beta, here's my thoughts, my general thoughts on this. Oh my god. Alright, here's another thing that we gotta bring up now. I'll put it right under. The stress test was amazing, right? This has been one of the best betas I've ever played so far, ever. One of the best betas in terms of, not in terms of just gameplay, yeah, I feel like there should have been a training mode, but usually most fighting games, when they have a beta, they usually don't have a training mode. I remember what game, when Dragon Ball Fighters was coming out and I played that beta, they didn't have a training mode for that. What they did have was like they didn't even have character tutorials. They had a general tutorial at the beginning, and when you were on that general tutorial, you were able to just mess around with the characters. So I guess that was your alternative for training mode. But for this game, they also had it wasn't test your might, it was the arcade mode. That's where I just went to have like my own separate training mode there. But besides that, the online was perfect. Their netcode is amazing. So their netcode is outstanding. As for the beta, I really think that it was a good idea, like after the stress test, because people really wanted a lot more characters, and I believe they only put Jade and Kabbalah, and that was it. So I think that was a good move. You don't want too many people getting into different characters like right away. They want to release the game first, because that was the beta, right? But like buy the actual game, get to know the actual characters. For now, just play with Jade and Cabal. I think that was just like a good move on their part. So no Smash. Yeah, sadly no Smash today. I might get on Smash probably tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then the day after. But on the 23rd, I'm definitely not getting on Smash because that's when the actual game comes out. So yeah. I don't think the beta had this, but this is what they said about like the walk speed. How the walk speed and the dashes were very, very bad. Well, the walk speed was actually good. Like you had to rely on walking during the beta and the stress test because the dash speeds were very slow. Damn. Yeah, so no Smash today. It'd be tough. Yeah, it really does. The walk speeds were faster than the dashes and during the stress test, so people were definitely concerned about that. Like, can we get a fix on this? And they did. So I think it was during their combat cast they actually showed it off, and I was very satisfied in how they handled that situation. So they made it fast. They definitely made it fast, and you can do it multiple times. I'm not sure about the backdashes. I think backdash, of course, usually backdashes in most fighting games are going to have more recovery frames. Time to recover to get back into action, so you can like press another move, another button, and attack. So I think that was, they balanced it pretty well, and they handled it pretty well in general. I'm satisfied that Shao Kahn still got them taunts. He has the same taunts, like from the previous entries. I'm not too familiar with Shao Kahn in the Mortal Kombat series, but if that's the case, then I'm happy that that's happening for Shao Kahn. And that's one of the main reasons why I'm pre-ordering the game, so I can get most of the characters. I can pretty much get all of them, including DLC. And hopefully DLC comes out like over the course of the year. Even though it got leaked and we know who they are, hopefully it just comes out over the course of the year. Because I kind of like that feature. I mean, not feature. I kind of like that system where they release it over the year for Mortal Kombat. But I think most people would rather prefer like there be just release it all at once and then have a DLC wave 2, because it was already leaked. Wait, who was leaked? I'm gonna go over that, but if you want, I'm gonna go over that in a bit, but I'm gonna send a link and you can click on it because I don't want to see it right away. But here you go. I'm not gonna say it on stream, but here's the link so you can check it out. What was I talking about? Shoot, I lost my train of thought. This is why I wrote down stuff so I can remember. Stress test, beta, online netcode. Oh yeah, so what was it going? No, we already went through online and netcode. So this will. Oh yeah, this is going to transition to how the actual game will play. So far, who am I liking right now? Who am I liking as characters right now? Definitely Scarlet, because most of the MK11 videos of me playing the actual game on our channel is me just playing Scarlet the whole time. And I kid you not, I haven't played a single other character besides Scarlet throughout the entirety of the pre-game, because I just feel like Scarlet is only going to be for me, and I might not choose any other character besides her, Scarlet. Like her and Sonya. I definitely seen Sonya. I'm definitely getting prepared for her, and she seems Sonya seems very minimal, but like her playstyle and her range is very short, and but the thing that makes up for that is that she has a lot of mix-up. She's mix-up heavy, and she's just a rushdown character. So I like that playstyle. Like it's kind of a glass cannon, really. But she also has projectiles too. I'm pretty sure every character has projectiles in this game. Boy, did you see that leaked Chronica fatality? I didn't want to get into this yet, but alright, you brought it up. Yeah, I seen the leaked Chronica fatality. Basically, what she does, she kills you, reverses time, rips you apart again, reverses time, and then it's like an endless time loop of you getting ripped in half, putting you back together through the reverse time. It's tough. I like it. It's very, very clean. But here's the thing. I'm not sure if they said that she is I don't think she's a playable character. She just might be, I don't know. I think if you have a fatality, you're a playable character, right? Cuz I remember they said that Chronica basically my relationships in a nutshell. Yeah, pretty much. I think they said with Chronica, she's just gonna be, because they definitely said that she's not gonna be a character, right? They said that she's not gonna be a character. Chronica's not gonna be a character, and yet her fatality is still it's still a thing. So that makes her playable, right? I don't know. It kind of feels weird. Let me see. But when I do get to DLC and I talk about the leaks and I talk about the characters, I'm going to be going through movesets too. I'm going to be talking about movesets as well. I got a whole list of characters right now. Damn, these aren't the full character rosters though. This is just like some random stuff off of Event Hubs. Damn. Sub-Zero. There's not too much Sub-Zero. I mean, there is Sub-Zero gameplay, but I don't see any pros playing him. So I kind of feel bad for Sub-Zero that he's not really a good character as much as I want him to be. Well, in MK9, Goro, Kentaro, and Shao Kahn had fatalities, but they weren't playable. Oh, so, okay, Chronica chances of being a playable character is very low. Damn. I mean, I wasn't really too interested in Chronica. She looked her design is cool, but as a character, it just feels like generic. Like, I'm the final villain of the series. Woo ha ha ha. Like, I don't really like that trope. I feel like that's really lame. It's kind of what most anime do, where it's like Naruto, like you're fighting Madara and you're thinking he's the final villain of the story, and then out of nowhere, this rabbit goddess Atsuki Kaguya comes out of nowhere, and it's like, what? So she's the final villain? What's going on here? So that's why I kind of don't like Chronica, because it's like, really, she's the final, like, she's probably not even gonna be the final villain. There's probably gonna be somebody that comes after her, that's like an elder god or something. Yeah, but as a character design, I like her. I like the way that she like handles time and stuff, and she's been manipulating everything since the beginning. But as like that villain trope, where it's like, this isn't even my final form, I don't like that character really. Let's see. Oh, Scarlet got her MK. They leaked Scarlet's MK9 outfit. I'm gonna talk about regular leaks, but I'm not gonna talk about DLC leaks. So yeah, the Chronica leak, I don't mind that. The Chronica leak, I do not mind that. But the Scarlet with her MK9 outfit, I like that. And I think they gave Noob a Rain outfit. And if that isn't a Rain outfit, that means Rain is confirmed. If the Rain outfit that they gave Noob is not in fact his custom outfit, Rain confirmed. Rain will be confirmed. Honestly, she's just the villain behind the villain, and I don't really like it. I don't like it either. It's like, how can I put this? Yeah, it's just like how you think like Shao Kahn, right? Well, Shao Kahn is his villain. Shao Kahn is a villain in his own category. But before that, we all thought Shang Tsung was like the big bad guy, and then he came running to Shao Kahn, and then we was like, okay, Shao Kahn's the big villain. So Shang Tsung is just like Shang, how do you pronounce it? It's just like, the minor villain. And then we get introduced to Quan Chi, and we're like, okay, so Quan Chi's the final villain. And then they gave us Blaze, and we're like, okay, so Blaze. And then they go back and they reset and they reboot the whole entire series, and it's like, okay, so Shao Kahn's the villain again. Shao Kahn's the main villain. And then they brought Kodo. Well, no, Kodo, I don't really consider him as a villain, but that's besides the point. Let's see. I'm happy they brought Cabal back. He wasn't in 10, I believe. Baraka was done dirty back in Mortal Kombat X, especially since Alien literally stomach bursted him, and he was not playable. Raiden's character is awful. Raiden's character is very awful. It's super bad. Like, I don't like Raiden as a character. I know he's iconic. I know a lot of people can recognize him for what he is. I don't like him as a character. Why is he evil all of a sudden? Why is he being corrupt all of a sudden? His mind is everywhere. They did this before with Raiden. I think back in Deception or back in Armageddon, where they just made him like evil, and like he reanimated Liu Kang's corpse in Deception, and he was just like a bad dude. All of a sudden, he was corrupt, and they're doing it again with this game, except for now he's going against the remnant Liu Kang and Katana, which is weird. I don't like this Raiden. Hopefully, I'm pretty sure, like, with Chronica in the game, that something's gonna change. Like, it's gonna be like a good version of Raiden, trying to like reason with the bad rating, and then the bad rating is not gonna become corrupt anymore. Whatever's gonna happen, I just want to see it play out. However it happens, I just want to see it play out. Garrus seems like an odd pick, but I like him. It's kind of like he handles time like Chronica, and he uses sand and stuff. Who else? Liu Kang's Liu Kang. Was there anybody else on the list? Story name, environment name. I'm going through like general leaks. Alright, let me get something going, because I'm pretty much done with this event hubs thing. Okay. Hold on. Oh yeah, so this thing recently surfaced. Who uploaded this? Aliyun. This man Aliyun. And let me just read this out real quick. MK11 has Wavedash, and when I saw that, I immediately clicked on the video. So it says here's how it works. If you input dash into block, from this point forward, if you leave block and press forward quick, you go directly into it, dash forward. It goes like FF block, F block, so forward block, which is dash, so dash block, and then move forward block, which is very interesting. And I think the movement speed of this game is going to be interesting, like in general, because dash was already like amazing when they fixed it and they showed us on the combat cast. Dash looks amazing, and now there's people like Aliyun who's already figuring out you can wave dash. But I want to see how long it takes to act and attack out of the wave dash, and I'll upload that link right here. So go check that video out. It's crazy. That is crazy. That is fast. You can do that so many times. They're probably gonna patch that out. Alright, so that's another thing. That is another thing. I'm gonna put it under how the actual game will play. So we're starting our new topic, how the actual game will play. Somebody's gonna be like, are you serious? There's freaking wave dashing in Mortal Kombat? Yes, there is. It's not like Melee. It's not like Smash Melee, but it's unique in its own way. So that's crazy though. You can move that quickly with the dash feature. I think they're gonna patch that out. They're definitely gonna patch something like that out. That's too broken, because you can. But it also depends if you can act out of it quickly. If you can't act out of it quickly when you wave dash, then they might keep it in and be like, all right, this is cool. So, but you can't do anything afterwards with it, really. You can't really utilize it to its full potential, so we'll keep it in the game. But if you can act out of it and mix somebody up real quick like that, I think they're going to patch it out. Let me look at this again. He did it so many times and it's so fast. Oh my god, alright. It looks goofy too. It's like he's squaring up, throwing his fisticuffs up. And that he's playing Garrus. So it just looks really weird how he's just wave dashing like that. And that's at the top of the, like, I typed in Mortal Kombat in the search engine. That's the first thing that popped up. So, you know, people are really hyped for that. I want to look at the comments real quick. The animation for that is very, very weird. Yeah, people are seeing like MK9 movement is back. Oh, I want to talk about that too. My computer said fuck you and restarted. Yikes. Alright, well, welcome back. Let me see. Alright, movement speed. Alright, and we got to wave dashing. The next one I want to discuss right here is this Injustice 3? Now, obviously, this isn't, of course, Injustice 3. But by that, when I say, is this Injustice 3, I mean, based on how slow this game looks visually, is this Injustice 3? Based on how read heavy this game is, and how minimal the combos and the strings are in this game, when you compare it to Injustice 2, this looks like just how Injustice would play. This doesn't really look like a Mortal Kombat game. If you look at the previous Mortal Kombat entries like 9, X, XL, well, they're pretty much the same game, but you know what I mean. There are so many long strings in that game, so many combos that go on for so long in that game. And then you look at Injustice 2, and yeah, there are some, some cool combos, and that's great and all. But another thing with Injustice 2 is that the movement in that game was slow, because of course he took out the run button. There was no run button in this NRS game. It was definitely read heavy. Well, a little bit. It was slightly read heavy. I don't know. But you take Injustice 2 and then you take this brand new Mortal Kombat entry. You compare the two, and they look very similar to each other. So people are obviously going for the fact that this is just basically another Injustice game. Just by that, it's clearly a joke. Like, haha, it's Injustice 3, but people are actually mad and upset that this game is pretty slow compared to the previous entries. And I don't really feel that way. I feel like this isn't really going to be that much similar to Injustice 2, because it's very unique. They want to try new things. They want to be different with this, and I think it has a chance. People are like immediately just like backing out of this game. They don't want to get it because like it's just like way too slow for them. These are clearly Mortal Kombat X and 9 fans, so I understand where they're coming from. I'm already seeing videos of Sub-Zero wave dashing. That is fast, bro. I really hope they keep that in. I really hope they keep that. It looks like it's easy because I see people just doing it all over. It looks like it's easy. Alright, should we get into DLC? DLC is going to be a category of its own. Oh yeah, Aaron Black and Devora. Devora looks sick. Devora, when she dies, apparently summons that bug out of her, and out of nowhere, just it's like a whole new moveset for the bug. And we're not sure what happens when the bug dies. Like, if the bug dies, then Devora is just done for, or if the bug dies, Devora comes back to life or something. I don't know. Alright, this looks like a pretty good list, but we're gonna go down to the leaks. But first, let me do something real quick. I'll just look through some certain things. Let me see. And Molina's done. Molina is done for. Feels bad, man. I wonder if, like, I don't know. I wonder if Molina might be DLC, but it's very, like, very slim of a chance for Molina to be DLC. One, because obviously Katana has her Sai, which is sad. Let me see. That's funny. People are making fan art and like they're using Photoshop to make it so that Katana looks like Molina, which is OD. But I see where they're coming from. They probably waited a while. Wasn't Molina in Mortal Kombat X though? They might. I guess it just must be like really huge, like maniacs for Molina. They just like they hype her up to make her in every single, to just want her in every single game entry. Sonic Fox said, as much as someone who really dislikes insects, I find Devora to be the coolest character ever in Mortal Kombat 11. Stay tuned for some Devora tech later this week. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Ooh, Molina is bae. Why? Wait, can you answer me this? Why are there so many Molina fans out there? Don't shoot me. Don't hunt me down. I don't find what's the appeal with Molina. I know she's like, whoa, she's like Katana, but different. So that makes her cool. But like, I don't know. I don't really find her that appealing. And there are so many other people that will disagree with me. I just want to know why though. Like, why do people like why did so many people want her in? Like, I remember there were so many people asking for Sindel and then Jade. And then Jade got in, so I was like, okay, are they satisfied? And people were like, no, we want Molina. I'm like, okay, so how's Molina? I don't know, maybe that's probably because I'm not in the NRS community, really. I'm not really too familiar with the NRS community, so I wouldn't know anything about that. But I just want to know some, like, basic information on why people love Molina so much. But here's another thing I want to talk about. Pro players and I'm gonna just put slash pro players slash I'm gonna just put content creators. I'm gonna just put this all into one. Having the game early, right? So that mouth that can't be the only reason why. That can't be it. That's you're trolling. You're trolling. Alright, but no, like, seriously. It can't. No, there's no way. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way people are like, oh, that mouth. What the fuck? Kind of weird ass fetish. Oh wait, this shit is way too. I said Earl. Let me change it real quick. Wait, well, I did put early. Why isn't the Y popping up? It just says Earl. What the hell? Early. Did it pop up? Okay, early. Maybe something like went wrong. But alright. Pro players / content creators having the game early. Now, is this a good thing? Like, alright, here's one thing. I'm gonna actually separate this. This is gonna be its own thing, right? So we're done with this. All of this up here, we're done. So I'm gonna put complete, right? This is complete. We're done talking about this, so we can move on. Now we're gonna be talking about pro players having the game, and I'm gonna separate this from a DLC. But this is gonna be its own category, and if it's gonna be its own category, I'm actually gonna have this right here. So it's gonna be a colon. Nope, just the mouth. Are you serious? I'm looking this up. There's literally no way people just like Molina because of that one factor. There has to be like other factors. Alright, game facts. Why do people love Molina so much? As the title states, I never understood this obsession with her. Just like how I feel. In my opinion, she isn't and never was an interesting character. That's what I feel. What this guy is writing right now on Game Facts is it like close to exactly how I feel about Molina. Before the character, wait, shit, I just messed that up. Before the new timeline, she was just trying to be Katana, and now she is just a spoiled brat. At first, it was crazy fun. I hate when Game Facts or some of these certain websites replace the C's with O's, so it just fucks me up. Or Risey, no crazy factor. Let's see. After all right, so some of the stuff I don't necessarily agree with, where it's like she's just a spoiled brat just trying to be Katana. I don't care about that. I don't care about story wise. Actually, story wise is a factor, but it's whatever. So he's comparing her to Harley Quinn. What are you talking about? All right, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. I just find her fun to play. All right, I'm reading comments now. Find her fun to play. Oh yeah, we all have different tastes, of course. Just different options. We all have different taste. I also think anyone is. I also don't think anyone is obsessed with her. Yeah, I just find. Okay, so people just find her like genuinely, like appealing. They just have like a different mindset, unlike other people. I think we hear about her more now because of the anti-Molina crowds. Oh yeah, so okay. Of course, when people don't like a character, there's gonna be people backing her up. So yeah, okay. All right. I'll look into that a bit more later. But for now, I'm gonna try to make new bullet points. All right, whatever. This is gonna be dashes. I put a space. Is that good? That is not good. Let me change that. How about that? Alright. Let's go. Okay. So, pro players having a game early. How I feel about this is that I think it's good because, you know, they can show us tech and different combos and setups, and it can really help us out as a community where we're letting pro players experiment with the game to show us like how certain things work, so it can prepare us for when the outside, like the rest of us, actually get the game as well. And there's also people saying like, does that give people who have the game an advantage, right? And it's gonna leave the rest of us like left. We're gonna be left behind, right? Will that leave us behind? That's the question. So the first thing that I want to point out is it fair? Is it fair? And my answer to that is gonna be like a yes and no. I think it is. Actually, I don't know. It's kind of weird. Like, alright, I'm gonna discuss why it isn't fair, and then why it is fair. So why it's not fair, that especially for the content creators. Like, I know, like, as a company, you would want like a content creator to have the game early, to have an early copy of it, so they can, like, you know, one, they'll be on Twitter like, thank you for giving me a copy of the game early, and then they'll be like, this game is awesome because, you know, they gave them the game basically, and they're just gonna be like reviewing the game, you know, so review copy, so they're gonna be like talking good things about it. It's just like to promote the game out. I think that's like a good that's good thinking from NRS. So yeah, from that viewpoint, it's definitely good, but it's kind of not fair. It gives kind of an advantage, really. But I find it fair to be like that even though they have early copies, they're still gonna like have gameplay out there. We're gonna be able to view, you know, we're gonna be able to watch and just like go from there and basically see. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but we'll just catch on. We'll just catch up. We'll just catch up, basically. I know I am. If you can't catch up, you're gonna be left in the dust. Let me see. Alright, I gotta click on. So yeah, I'll write that down real quick. Like, okay, so for one example, there are people like the content creators, and I think there are other people who just have like there are people who aren't even content creators and pro players who are getting the game early. So yeah, I find that unfair. I find that aspect of that system unfair. Like, there are people who don't even make content or have review copies to review the game and put it out online, or pro players at that who have the game. And yeah, it's also unfair because they're fucking leaking gameplay and shit. Like, I know people who like leaks and want to see shit early. Like, okay, that's cool. Like, we got the Chronica thing, which was sick, right? And it was very cool. I liked seeing it. But then we got confirmation that, you know, Ketchup and Mustard, you know, Cyrax and wait, which one is the red one and which one was the yellow one? The ninja robots, the ninja cyborgs. They got confirmed as actual characters. So yeah, that's not DLC leaks, that's just regular leaks, so I don't mind talking about that right now. They got confirmed as characters, but it was through a leak. They didn't, like, they were confirmed, but they were confirmed in the story. We thought they were just story only characters, but then they got confirmed as actual characters. So yeah, there's that. And I'm like, okay, so yeah, leaks, that's kind of shitty, but whatever. Sector, Cyrax and Sector, Ketchup and Mustard. I just call them Ketchup and Mustard because it's easier. Well, as I was saying, like, like, compared to the pros, compared to the cons, the pros about pro players and content creators like getting the game early is that we of course got this Wavedashing feature discovered. Well, it's not really an official feature that they probably put in the game. It's an accident, of course, but I like it a lot. Let's see. I probably will be trying out like there's a it's either Cyrax or Sector who has that green net rope move that can trap you. I like that move, so whatever character has that, I'll be playing them because I like that move. There's gameplay out here. Oh yeah, they also showed off the Frost fatal blow, which looks cool. You know, I like her. I like Frost's fatality as well. Like she stuffs the ice ball in you and you just explode, but you're frozen. Wait, oh, I'm not sure. Is Chronica a playable character? Cause it looks like it looks like when I'm looking at the video of how Chronica's fatality is happening, and when it happens, it looks like somebody's controlling her to input the fatality. Unless that's the computer, then somebody must be controlling her to activate the fatality, meaning that she's playable. I don't know. It looks cool though. Alright, let me see the okay. Yeah, so it's the yes, the yellow. Okay, so it's Sector. Oh wait, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Cyrax. Alright, it's Cyrax. Cyrax is the yellow. Is yellow, so it's mustard. Cyrax is mustard, okay. Cyrax is the one who has the net. He has the net move. And he throws down bombs. Okay, I like that. Wait, unless is he playable? Is he playable or is he just a story character? I don't know. Let's see. So, to add on to this section. Alright, we might be running out of space, so I'm gonna get the DLC leak soon. Let me see. Is it fair? Yeah. So I'm gonna just implement a pro. I already put a dash. A pro is that get combos, tech. We got new tech such as Wavedashing. And then we got pro player thoughts on the game. So yeah, basically we got combo. From the good things that we got is we got combos tech such as wave dashing, and then we got thoughts from the actual players, the pro players, and you know, content creators, but I'm gonna just put pro players because I'm running out of space. As for the cons, we have, let's see, cons to this, we got leaks, and the leaks, of course, you know, if it's a leak, it wasn't supposed to come out right away. It was supposed to be announced officially by NRS themselves. Got leaks, DLC leaks. Oh wait, no, actually no, that didn't come out from that build. What else did we get? I think it was just leaks. Oh, So yeah, we got leaks and a disadvantage for people who don't have the game yet. But I really would place the pros over the cons. I would place the pros over the cons. I'm not really too much of a person that cares about disadvantages, but I'm just speaking for the I'm just speaking in general. So this isn't like an opinion based thing where it's like, oh, I hate how these people have, early copies. It's a disadvantage. Like, I don't care about that. I'm gonna just like catch up and get better. So it's whatever. Alright. We're gonna be moving on to DLC leaks, but first I'm gonna see if there's anybody who wants to enter chat, enter like live stream chat. So hold on real quick. Alright, I'm on Discord currently. I'm going to be on live stream voice chat. I already have a link to the. I already have a tab open for DLC leaks. Okay, let me make this its own separate thing. And I'll put a space. Alright. Hold on. Nah, so no songs today, cause I'm gonna actually upload this, and I believe some of my songs on my playlist are actually like some of them are copyright, so that's a no. That's not good. That won't be good for me. Let's see. Alright. So, damn. This is actually like blurry as hell. But I'm gonna just read. I'm gonna highlight it and I'm gonna read some of them. Yikes, this is bad. Okay, alright, these are the most important ones though. So of course we got Shang Tsung. Alright, let me pronounce this right. Shang Tsung. Alright. We have Joker, right? So for Joker, here's what I feel. Here's what I feel about Joker. One, we have DC characters entering the fray, which never happened in a official Mortal Kombat game. See how I said official? Because we do not talk about Mortal Kombat versus DC universe. We will never talk about that. Alright, so we'll just call that a game that never is never, it was never canon within the timeline of the releases for all the Mortal Kombat games, right? But yeah, we have a DLC we have a DC character in a Mortal Kombat game, which I thought wasn't ever going to happen ever, because one, I'm pretty sure they didn't want any superheroes or supervillains at that to be murdered and just slaughtered and killed in a game like Mortal Kombat 11. But like, for example, I remember when they were talking about how DC didn't want Batman to just, get brutally murdered. So I guess they must have been in the office and they were like, why not Joker? But then I thought, like, I don't think they would want Joker to be killed either, because Joker doesn't necessarily get killed in his in DC at all, except for, I think there's like that one thing, or it could be Joker from Persona 5. I I know that's a joke, but I definitely doubt that's the case. This is definitely Joker from DC. Another one. So yeah, Joker. And then we got Nightwolf. I'm not too familiar on Nightwolf. I know he's like the Native American guy. He has like spirit energy, right? And he can summon an axe with his spirit energy, and he can throw the axe and use it as a weapon and stuff. So yeah, there were some Nightwolf fans out there, and he's cool. The thing I like about this, I think they want to like I'm Native American myself, so I don't really get an appeal. Like, this is kind of funny because there's always the factor of how like people say like, oh, Nightwolf is racist. Like, I don't care. I remember when Game & Watch from Smash Brothers had like a certain move that was taken out the game, where he turned into like a Native American and threw like something. He throws like an item or something. People are like, yo, that's racist. Take that out the game. I'm like, I really don't care. As a Native American myself, I don't care. I don't care. Like, it was whatever. I was like, I don't mind it. It's whatever. It's not blatantly racist. It's just like an accident. It's a reference taken from his game. So yeah, Nightwolf is basically the same thing. I feel like if there are people out there who feel that way, just know that people don't care. Like, actual people of our culture don't care. Terminator is cool. I wonder if Terminator gets fatalitied, if that's a word, fatalitied, apostrophe D, fatalitied. It'll be will it be similar to how Cyrax and Sector get fatality, where they're not necessarily human anymore? They're robots basically. So he won't have blood. Maybe like instead of blood, it'll just be replaced with like oil, like oil or like robot blood. So however that may turn out, I don't know. Terminator's gonna be weird though when it comes to fatalities and like blood. Sindel, I didn't think Sindel would be DLC. So okay, Sindel's DLC. Here's the thing that I was looking forward to though. Spawn. In fact, let me Spawn. All spaces. With all spaces out here. That's all I gotta say. Spawn. Now, getting into Ash, I want to make this a separate thing. I don't really know too much about Spawn. I just know that he has a cool ass design, and therefore I like him. So that's what I want to know. Ash? We are going to be talking about this dude. So I'm putting the colon. It be like that. Who is Ash? If you don't know who Ash is from the Evil Dead series. And if you remember what Evil Dead is, you probably remember Evil Dead from the reboot movie, which was kind of garbage, but unique in its own way. If you remember that Evil Dead, where it's like the girl... You probably remember Evil Dead for being like some girl that has like evil forest tree powers or something, but before that, it was this guy, Bruce Campbell, who was an actor who played Ash, and he has his shotgun, his boomstick, and then on his other hand, which is not his hand, in fact his hand is cut off, and he replaces it with a chainsaw, and that's just him. So he has a shotgun and a chainsaw for a hand, and imagine what his moveset's gonna be. Imagine what I got an image. I got the image on my computer right now. Let me put it up. Cause this is amazing. Let me see if I can wait. I have it on my computer, I know I do. Damn, where is it? I'm trying to be quick with this. Alright. Just admire this man. Just admire this man. This man is going to be in Mortal Kombat 11. The freaking main. Can I make this I won't be able to see chat. Damn. Alright. We're gonna put him at the bottom right here. A little tiny Bruce Campbell Ash Williams. kind of like the third movie. Let's see. Okay, 11 text. What would I talk about, Ash? Alright, there's a lot of things, right? Moveset wise. So in the movies, there are Deadites, right? And these Deadites are just basically zombies, but they're not technically zombies. They're not technically becoming zombies because they're getting bitten. I mean, I believe that can happen, but no, that's not the way. You in the first movie, you get possessed, then you become a Deadite from the Necronomicon, which is just like the Book of the Dead. And once you become a Deadite, like Deadites are basically zombies, basically. But they kind of have like somewhat of a mind and intelligence since they're being possessed, of course, by the Necronomicon. And if that shit gets burned, all the Deadites, like, you know, they vanish and they go away. Let's see. I want to see if his moveset, he can use that book and summon deadites, and then he can just like push a deadite towards the opponent, and it'll be sort of like Enchantress from Injustice 2. You know how Enchantress, she just summons her own zombie minion, and then she just throws the zombie out onto the battlefield, and then attacks the opponent. Ash Williams can just like, hey, here's a deadite, I'm throwing it at you. Boom, you're getting attacked by the deadite. And the deadite will have like a life of its own. So I'm gonna just put summons deadites. Let's see, Chainsaw. I think he'll be like with Chainsaw, he'll definitely be like a slow paced character. I think his normals, cause you remember, you got. I'm holding like imagine this. I'm holding a PlayStation controller. On the controller, on my left is the triangle button. At the top, I'm stupid. On my left is the square button. On the top is the triangle button. On the bottom is the X. On the right is the circle. Square is 1, so that'll be my light. That'll be my light punch. Heavy punch is like, right punch, left punch. Right kick, left kick. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I wonder how that'll work. Cause usually when you do combos in like in this iteration of Mortal Kombat, when you do combos, it's very, very minimal and it's easy. So I could do something like triangle, square, circle, and circle would be your heavy moves. So I think when you press circle as Ash Williams heavy moves, it will involve the chainsaw. So chainsaw will be heavy moves, but he'll just be, when he uses his chainsaw, it'll be slow. So slow chainsaw normals. Slow chainsaw normals. Let's see. His boomstick will be like quarter circle moves. So So no head. Hey, what do you mean? What do you mean by that? So the boomstick would be like, I don't know. Oh, this is kind of like with Deadshot. I remember when I don't want to compare that, but with the boomstick, his down X, which is, his down 3. So his crouching 3 or his down 3 could just be him shooting his boomstick. And it can also be general like I'm gonna put Q circle, so quarter circle attack. This is alright. Hopefully you can read this shit. Alright. I'm gonna just talk about other Ash Williams stuff. I'm gonna just talk about it. I'm not gonna write it down because I'm definitely running out of space now, and I'm almost done with everything I need to talk about. Let's see. With Ash, fatality wise, I don't know. Like, he could literally do anything. And it can also be a reference to the movies. Like, they're definitely gonna reference the movies and his fatality. That's just 100% guarantee. And then he'll just do something with his boomstick chainsaw or something like that. Let's see. I think once I'm done with Ash, I'm not gonna be too familiar with Fujin or Shiva. I know Shiva is like the four-armed girl, and they changed her up a bit because they actually have screenshots of Shiva confirming this DLC leak. If you don't believe me, go online and just look up Shiva MK11, and you'll find actual renders, not renders, but like you'll find her model out there, and she looks like her MK11 self. It's real. Fujin, I know Fujin. All right, so this is my last thing. I'm pretty much done with Ash. Fujin, I don't know him, but here's what I do know when it comes to the Mortal Kombat community. Fujin I'm typing too fast. Fujin has been requested for quite some time by a lot of people. He has, everywhere I go, people request Fujin all the time. I think on the same level as Molina, people have wanted Fujin in this game. Like, we're comparing Fujin to Molina in terms of requests by the fans. This is how much people wanted him in so badly. So to see that he's in, I can see the fans being very hyped. They're very happy right now. But for me, I really don't know who he is. All I know is that a lot of people want him in on the same level as they wanted Molina in. And yeah, this is pretty much all my thoughts on MK11 so far. Once I get the game, I'm definitely gonna have a lot more to talk about. But I think we're pretty much set. I was gonna discuss some stuff with some people, but apparently nobody wants to show up. Oh, how did I forget this? I completely forgot about this. I was supposed to talk about this too. Alright, this is the last thing. Hopefully you can read this. This is 480p quality. And the reason for that is because I'm not on the Elgato application right now. I'm on OBS. And OBS for me is garbage for my experience. The meta of MK11. Alright. It's gonna be its own category. So I got get prepared. There are multiple ways to get into this game competitively. One, which is the universal way of trying to enter tournaments and just, become a pro player and try to compete with the pros, is through online tournaments. Now, these online tournaments have been going on from my experience of having a first experience within the NRS community, and on my first NRS game, which was Injustice. I go online, there were a lot of Injustice 2 tournaments that were online. And NRS as a company, they are very good in handling the competitive scene because they do so much for the community. Where if you compare what they've done compared to any other company, you can't compare it. It's just that NRS is so supportive towards its fan base, its competitive scene, that they do stuff like this. This is why they had the Mortal Kombat reveal day exhibition tournament. Like they do so much that it's unbelievable. So of course there's going to be MK11 tournaments. We have the I'm gonna put it up right now. I'm gonna put it in the chat. We have the official Mortal Kombat World Tour going on, so that's another thing. MK11 World Tour. I'm pretty sure it's not called World with a U. I cannot type for shit. We have the official Mortal Kombat World Tour going on, and I don't think that's the name. It's called Final Combat. And Final Combat, if you go on a website and you follow me along with the link, Final Combat is split into 5 separate ways to make it to this Grand Finals tournament. One is, of course, the one that's going throughout May 24th all the way to December. And that separate event that's going out throughout basically the rest of the year is, alright, so the global event is, oh yeah, this is global, I mind you. Prize pool, $250,000. Very, very interesting. It's the pro competition with the K World Tour. Global. This one is an international combat that's happening in Europe. Prize pool is probably going to be, it doesn't have the amount of money, but it's probably going to be a similar amount to the global. And if it isn't, I think I've seen it before, it's probably like 15,000. But if that isn't the case, maybe something similar to the global pro competition. Registration coming soon. All the registrations are coming soon. We have one in Latin America, which is Liga Latina. I don't know what Liga means. And that's pretty similar to the Europe one, where prize pool is undetermined and registration comes soon. We have one for Canada, and registration is open. So if you live in Canada, there's your time to register for any Canada events that are happening within the Final Combat World Tour. And it's called the Mortal Kombat Clash. And then we, of course, have the last chance qualifier for anybody who didn't have either lost or didn't have any way to make it to the tournament, or doesn't live in any of these regions. Like, say you live in Japan and you're a Mortal Kombat player, and there was no way you could go to any of these events, so you got to go to the last chance qualifier, which is happening in the USA. Let's see. Okay, so I don't think the Europe, Latin America, or Canada ones are going to be 15,000, because I scroll down and I see the individual tournaments are actually 15,000. So I think altogether this global Mortal Kombat tour is going to be that amount. Like, overall, that's just the prize pool. Okay, I see. I'm gonna click on register for Canada just to get a good look at what's going on. My bad, I'm watching traps on YouTube. Come on, man. Wait. I'm trying to focus on discussing Mortal Kombat 11. What are you doing? Talking about traps. What's wrong with you? July and August 2019. Oh, so it's 10,000. Alright, so the Canada Cup thing is happening this year, actually, because I think the finals is happening 2020. And if it is 2020, it's probably going to be early 2020. But it's going to be July and August 2019. Prize pool. Wait, wow, the prize pool is 10,000. This prize pool compared to the individual tournaments that are 15,000 each, that is bad. That is very bad. This is an entire international tour.
that has less money than individual tournaments. And I understand that these tournaments are, you know, like S tier tournaments, right? But this is an entire international tour, and it's the prize pool? Are you kidding me? Hopefully, I don't know, whatever. Oh, I see. Okay. I understand now. I see why this is like less money, because I'm scrolling down and I see nickname PSN ID. So this probably is an online tournament. Okay. Yeah, you don't want 15,000 in an online tournament. It's gonna be hella lag. People might fucking hack the game. Alright, but let me go over these tournaments, right? And I'm gonna talk about the one that I may or may not go to, depending on the location and the time. Combo Breaker. It's in St. Charles, Illinois. I don't know. Combo Breaker seems hella interesting, and I might just go for Mortal Kombat and also Dragon Ball, but the chances of that are slim. The online East Coast North America tournament, I am going there. It doesn't have a prize pool yet. I don't see no pop bonus in there with the $15,000 in that box, but hopefully it's in there. Hopefully we see that in there, because I don't want to win a tournament and not gain any bread from it. You hear me, online tournament? So yeah, I'm definitely going to I'm definitely entering the online East Coast. And let me register. If I register, is it free or do I gotta pay? I don't want to pay for an online tournament. Oh, I found a prize pool. Alright, so this is on Smash.gg. If you live on the East Coast, and this is just for general people, if you live on the East Coast, here's the link. Okay, 7th place, 25. So if you're tied for 7th, because there's 2 7th places, there are 25. Tied for 5th, you get $50. If you're in 4th place, you get 100. If you're in 3rd place, you get 150. If you're in 2nd place, you get 200. And if you're in 1st place, you get $400. So, okay, this pot seems fair. This seems clean. When is this happening? This tournament is happening on June 8th to the 9th. So this is a 2-day online event. Huh, that's interesting. Alright. Let me check my calendar. June 8th to the 9th. Is that like a Friday and Saturday? Is that a Friday and Saturday? June. That's a Saturday and Sunday. Okay. Alright. That's interesting. Can I register for free? That's my question. It's free! Hey, it's free. I like that. Alright, please enter your PlayStation Network ID. Let's hope I get this correct. Alright, so Mortal Kombat Pro Competition Online Cup. What if I enter West Coast? Wait, why did I see Honey Bee? I saw Honey Bee. I scrolled down and I saw Honey Bee. Doesn't he live in like Canada? Why are you entering a Oh, it's a North America East Coast. Never mind. I thought it was like US East Coast. Alright, never mind. Unless he lives on the west coast of Canada, you better get your ass out this tournament. Gonna be lagging. No, I'm just kidding. You must register for at least one event. The free one, of course. Let me see if I spelled this correctly, because I do not want to enter the wrong PlayStation ID. And I changed my my ID recently. Select continue. I acknowledge my registration and payment. I acknowledge I read today. Yeah, I read the terms of service, whatever. Alright, complete registration. And why not? I'll tweet this. There we go. And should I screenshot this? It's talking about like a confirmation code. Alright, I screenshotted my confirmation code so I can remember it for later on. Alright. Oh. prefix. I'm not sponsored at all, so I don't need a prefix. Damn, if I got my ID wrong, it won't let me change it. So I'm glad I got it right. Your events, all your events unscheduled. First name, last name, contact info. Pass type, venue free. Of course the venue is free, it's fucking online. Alright, Relo is good. Alright, so we have entered the online tournament. Other than that, we got CEO, which is like one of the biggest tournaments, like right next to Evo. But CEO is like Evo, but on the East Coast, basically. All these tournaments that I'm talking about are all 15,000, except for the online ones. The online ones are split up. This one is happening in Austria, so I do not really have any interest in that. Evo's Evo, I don't really need to explain. Online in a West Coast. Celtic Throwdown, where is that happening? Ireland? Nope, not interested. Europe, not interested. DreamHack, Montreal, Canada, not interested. Brazil, not interested. East Coast Throwdown. What? East Coast Throwdown? What state on the East Coast? What state is East Coast Throwdown happening? I just saw the video of Frost Fatal Blow. That shit is crazy. When is this happening and where is it located? Venue. Crown Plot. Wait, I didn't read that right. New Jersey? Fairfield, New Jersey. Hey, alright. That's the plan. That's the plan. When is it happening? When is East Coast Throwdown happening? Why does shit say 2018? Are you kidding me? Alright, so this is 2018, but I'm gonna just go from a track record and say it's gonna happen in October, because the 2018's East Coast Throwdown happened in October 20th to the 21st. So I'm gonna keep that on my radar. And it's 15,000 like the rest of them. Here's the one, and I know I'm not showing this on the screen, but I'm just talking about it, right? NEC. When I first saw this, I immediately got interested in it because, one, it's happening in Pennsylvania, and that's East Coast, so yeah, I can travel down. Wait, is this happening at NLBC? Oh no, this is a part of the Toxic Damage trilogy, right? The Big E Gaming trilogy tournament. That's what I like to call it, because they host Winter Brawl, Summer Jam, and NEC, and I didn't know NEC was a part of the trilogy. I thought it was April Annihilation. And this is happening. Alright, so from the track record, wait, whoa, attention, NEC 2019 attendees. Unfortunately, the event calendar at the Valley Forge Casino Resort has suffered flood damage. Damn. And will not be repaired in time for our event. However, the show will take place at Valley Forge Casino Resort December 14th, 16th, 2018. What? Wait. 2018. What the fuck? This was probably posted in 2018, but they're probably giving attention to 2019 attendees. But will be in both Independence and Grand Ballrooms. These ballrooms, etc. There's no information on that. Registration will be $60. Damn, $60? Fuck. I mean, it's like a A tier to S tier tournament, so I see why. It's a part of the World Tour. And Of course, this is 1500. So let me mark this down. Frost is a damn robot. She definitely is. Like, how can that fucking icicle just like twist and turn like that? That shit ain't normal. Alright, so NEC. Alright. Let me put something above it. Here is the last thing. Alright, so that's pretty much it. I like this. I like this a lot. Screenshot this. Get down whatever information in your brain that you got from this live stream. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it, unless somebody wants to join this Discord. There's some 2 individuals. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm just disconnect. Yeah, they ain't popping up. Whatever. Fuck it. Alright, that's all the time I have for today. Good stream. Next time I stream, I will have some requests on, so music will start playing. But for this one, I just wanted to be talking and just discussing some shit. I wanted to discuss it with 2 other people, but they didn't show up. But yeah, MK11 is gonna be the move, so be prepared on what days is gonna come out. The 23rd of Tuesday. Be prepared. Alright, bye.